Welcome to another episode of The American Dream, a show that's unscripted, that combats negative media, commercial-free. If you get anything out of today's show, it's about dreaming big. Let's start the show right now.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted.
So we talk about this show, The American Dream. A big piece of it is how it's a mindset, not a circumstance. I don't know if there's anyone who better illustrates it than a guy named Grant Cardone. Grant Cardone is a guy who came from nothing. He's built a successful empire that sells books, products, coaching. Overall, just a very inspirational guy. So we're here in Miami and we're sitting in a bank. Now, what you don't know is the bank, actually all this commercial space, Grant just bought it. So we're gonna go meet Grant, we're gonna walk around, show his company culture, get to know his story a little bit better, and then we're gonna go visit his private jet. So this should be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and let's check this out. Follow me.
So let me bring you back here, Craig.
Okay.
So this is our e-commerce right here. We'll do about maybe 40 this year.
Snap a few shots and everything.
And so, hey, Ryan Secco, how you doing? Amazing. He's a pilot and works in the real estate. He's moved from phones to pilot to we're going to raise $1 billion in cash for real estate deals. So we bought this building and we're blowing out all the way to that side. I need all the room in it. Yeah, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Hey, so this is the boiler room right here, okay? These guys are making phone calls all day long, cold calls, warm calls, and follow-up calls. Hey, guys, say hi to Craig, will you? That's how we roll, dog. That's how we roll.
Hey, let me get 2 claps to the Ric Flair.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm Kara Kay with The American Dream. I get to meet with Ryan Serhant of $1 Million Listing. It's an exclusive interview and it's one you won't want to miss. Are you ready to cheers to your book and all your success?
Sure.
Okay.
Are we drinking this?
Yeah, I mean,
Are we chugging
I know
it?
nothing about wine. I'm Kara Kay, and today I get to speak with Ryan Serhant. He is here in San Diego promoting his book. We are excited to read it. You do so well in real estate, and you know the power of media and TV. Thank you again for being here with us.
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
With the wine in the wine room.
It couldn't be classier, in my opinion.
I know, this is very classy. I should have worn a tie.
So I know that you know the importance of TV and media. How important do you think that is in real estate today?
I think media is incredibly important in all businesses. I think any business that does anything for marketing in any way, shape, or form is now a media company. I mean, if you're a real estate brokerage like I am in New York City, we don't build the apartments, we don't build the buildings. We're not really real estate brokers, we're media brokers, right? I find different ways to market my properties via media. And so for me, television has been huge, and now we do a lot through the digital space, right? You can see that a lot of networks are going digital. I have a YouTube vlog now, just to try to hit a different viewer base. It's really important.
Sure, I think you, of all people, know the importance of getting exposure to listings, which is why you've gotten into TV and media. Now talk about the transition into how important it is to be social as well as on TV.
Yeah, I think that if you're a salesperson, right, which is what the book is for, is anybody who sells anything, you're really selling yourself, right? You're creating a relationship. You sometimes have to talk about the product. Sometimes you have to go into the price. Sometimes you have to go into the features. You need to have all that information, but that's what you need to do. That's the job, right? Everything else, especially through social media, especially through different forms of media, is building that relationship passively, right? This, you and I talking right now, is an active communication, building a relationship. But I can hit so many more people through social, through YouTube, through LinkedIn articles. People talk about passive income all the time. For salespeople and for a lot of people in our generation, kind of the gig generation, we have passive relationships, our passive income, because those will turn into other sources of work for us down the line, and we just don't even know what they are.
If you are talking to a realtor who really wants to make it tomorrow and in the future, what advice would you give them?
I am always blown away when I meet new salespeople, especially real estate agents, who post on Instagram once a month, who aren't doing anything on YouTube or on Facebook or on Twitter, and they say, well, that's not really me. Well, then the job isn't really you.
Thank you for watching. Link, subscribe, you know what to do. Oh.
Like and subscribe.
Oh.
Not like and subscribe.
You can't sit there and complain about not having business or sit there and complain about how the market's so tough if you're not actively doing things that are under your control. And what's under your control is putting out media. There's so many different places to absorb content these days, and so many real places to hit real people, to target them directly in your neighborhood, on your block, like that age group. It's all about consistency too, right? It's a really, really important word, and it takes a long time. Like for me, it took me 3 years before I stopped thinking about quitting real estate every day. It was tough. And same thing for social media and all forms of media. Like, you have to be consistent with what you put out there all the time, and that way people know what to look for.
Now, what do you guys think as a team? What does the American dream, I guess, mean to you in your office?
It's freedom of choice to be able to own a home if you want, or rent a home if you want, or to be able to have this job or this opportunity or that opportunity without repercussion other than your own expectations and your own stress that you put on yourself. I really do think that everybody has that thing in their stomach that is trying to get them to that next level in their life that they actually can take control of, but not everybody wants it. And that's the one thing I can't teach. Like, I can teach a lot in the book about how to find what your motivation is, how to find what's going to wake you up every day, how to find what's going to help you make a little bit of extra money every single month, but I can't teach you to want more for yourself. You have to want that on your own. So we're cheersing to the American dream?
Yes.
Okay, let's do that again.
Okay.
So it's like 3 out.
Okay,
Cheers.
cheers.
All right.
To the American dream.
Am I supposed to drink more?
No.
Okay.
How did we do? I am infamously terrible at alcohol.
No, I'm a real dude, and
So where are we? What is this here?
this is the e-commerce department. So we do about 40 million out of here.
Okay, so you do.
Everything: Facebook, Instagram, webinars.
What is the product line?
So the
Coaching.
the product line's everything from 10x hat, $20, cufflinks, to $80,000 program right here. So this is educational. This is what I started with. I was basically educating sales organizations, big companies, like from banks to car dealers, car manufacturers, on how to handle a customer differently. So he's doing a video Skype conference call. Let's go back and see. Hey guys, how's it going, guys?
They can hear you.
Hey, you guys are awesome, man. I got my little glow on. How do I look?
You're looking good. Look amazing.
Dave's got a little filter, light filter here.
For that.
Hey, really appreciate you guys. William, Jason, Elliot, Amanda, Lauren, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for being a customer. Anything we can do to help you guys, let us know, all right? Okay, thank you. So that's how we support our customers through Skype calls, Zoom, video conference. What's up here? This is a stat board. Okay, this is Jeremy's made 110 calls. George Badia's got 2 minutes and 44 seconds, 2 hours and 44 minutes of talk time already.
You guys need anything? Let us know in between.
Corey Gill, I don't know where Corey Gill, where you at, Corey Gill? 2 appointments set, man? Did you set them both? Your mom and your uncle.
I'm not doing the power.
Come on, man, come on.
We're back with more of The American Dream. I'm speaking with Jim Loveridge. He's a top producing agent with Weichert Realtors. Jim, thanks so much for being here with us.
Thanks for having me, Kara. It's nice to meet you.
Likewise. So today we're talking about safety in your home. With that in mind, what are some of the unknown dangers for a home in Colorado?
I think for us, one of the ones that's come about again is radon gas. I've got several homes I sold this summer, and usually it's a 50-50 shot if you're going to have radon. Radon is a natural occurring gas that unfortunately at 4.0 level is considered to be dangerous and can cause lung cancer. So we're seeing more and more of that in Colorado. It's almost a place where every other home has that situation and you need to get it remedied. The problem is a lot of folks have been in their homes for years exposed to this and not done anything about it, and they're not finding out about it until we go to sell the house. So the remedy for that is I'm encouraging people this fall is to go ahead and do that test in your home. It's a very cheap test at Lowe's or Home Depot, maybe $15, $20, or you can drop $125 for an electronic one. Get it tested, see if something is wrong with it, and the remedy for it is $800 to $1,000. So it's certainly worth doing for your health, but it is something that we are seeing all the time now.
That's a really good point and something that no one would really notice until they go to sell their home. So that's great. Get a test, get it fixed. Now, going into the fall season, I know temperatures are changing. It's already snowing. What are some things you can do to prepare your home heading into the fall season?
You know, I try to get my folks set up so in October I send out a notice to them to go ahead and change their smoke alarm batteries and change the batteries also in your carbon monoxide detectors. Those also have batteries. They're hardwired, but they have a battery backup system. With the new codes that you're supposed to have them in your bedrooms also, and a lot of folks don't have those. So it really is an investment in, obviously, in your own health and safety. So go ahead and put those smoke detectors in your actual bedroom. Put them in the hallway of the hallway that leads to your bedrooms or any open areas. And you're also supposed to have them on every floor. So it just makes your home safe, obviously, for you and your family. So it's an important detail. The other thing we do in the fall is blow out your sprinkler systems. I can't tell you how many times we get folks who don't do that, and then there's a repair when spring comes, and it can be a costly repair. So blow your sprinkler systems out and get your house ready. Unfortunately, here in Denver, we're actually having bad weather today, and it's starting to snow, which is way, way too early for us. So I encourage our folks to get on it this next weekend and get stuff done. And if they think of anything else, just give us a call and we're happy to give you some good ideas.
It's always better to be prepared than go into something and have to retroactively try to figure out what the remedy might be. So those are really good tips. And I know that you have a great listing on East Dorado Avenue too. Talk about that.
It's 15558 East Dorado Avenue, Aurora, Colorado, 80015. It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bath house. It's got a mother-in-law apartment in the basement. And then you've got a walkout patio on the second level with the covered patio. Everything's been repainted, recarpeted, nicely updated, 3-car garage, and it's sitting at $509. So it's a great price point. Give us a holler. We'd love to show it to you or get your realtor to show it to you.
Awesome, Jim. That sounds like a really great property, and you've given some awesome tips on how to prepare your home for safety, especially heading into the fall season. So thank you, as always, for sharing your knowledge with us on the American Dream. It's always great to have you.
You bet. It's good seeing you, too. Thanks so much.
Likewise. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be right back with more of the American Dream.
We've got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
1, 2, 3, listen.
What I love about you, Grant, is that there's a lot of people out there right now and they're preaching bullshit, right? There's a lot of snake oil salesmen that live online now, and I've followed you, gotten to know you. You really live what you talk about. I mean, 10X isn't just some brand. Like, you're actually someone who invests time, energy, and capital into growth. Where does that inspiration come from? Because it's definitely real, man.
In the beginning, years of me being an entrepreneur, I didn't spend any money. I didn't have any employees. I had a half of an employee. I worked out of my office. I did everything on the cheap.
What year was this?
This is, late 90s.
Okay.
Even for the first 20 years, though, of my career, like if you go back and look at what I was doing, I was a speaker and a consultant on how to grow a business, but I didn't have a business.
Okay.
And I hated it.
Yeah.
Because every time I'm talking to a guy about growing a business, when I went back to my hotel that night, I was just selling time.
Sure.
I was the guy you were describing.
Why do you feel so much more confident today?
I got 115 employees that 30 of them probably will become millionaires.
Wow.
I'm not Facebook. I'm not Amazon. Like, I'm not doing this on the backs of Wall Street. This is now I'm orchestrating a business. This has all happened in the last 8 or 9 years.
Incredible.
Yeah, when you take the lid off of, that's why I'm so passionate about what I talk about, because when you take the lid off of this idea that you're going to work from home that's so popular today.
Yep.
You're going to be a consultant or an advertiser or a marketer from your bedroom, and you're going to make millions of dollars. It doesn't matter. You're still not going to be a business.
The online world creates so much opportunity, but there's also so much phoniness to it, right? And I'm in the middle of writing a book right now called American Dream 2.0, and it's talking about the digital age, connectivity, but you can't ignore work ethic and real relationships and building social capital. And I think if you can bring those worlds together, it's probably the greatest opportunity in the history of mankind.
I mean, look, you left San Diego to come to Miami to build your business out. You can't.
You got to get here.
You can't do everything on Facebook and Instagram. There's still got to be somebody putting time and energy and resources in risk. I really admire that about what you guys are doing with American Dream.
Well, you know, and think about that term, the American Dream. A lot of people say it's dead, right? And the moment you stop dreaming, I think, is the moment that you're dead. Tell us what's next for you. So you got a big event coming up, but give us 3, 5, 10 years. Where do you think you go from here?
You know, I have a company that I think I can take to $10 billion. My goal is to build the biggest real estate company, privately held real estate company in the country.
So you're still inspired, still hustling.
Yeah, still excited. We just, just released a book. It was the best release of any book I've ever done by 10 times.
Wow.
And so we're excited about a lot of stuff. I want to make the people that either partner with me or work with me to be, to do as well as I'm doing, if that's possible. And I think it is.
We're really inspiring people, man. As I was driving over here, we're posting, doing the social media thing too, and I can't tell you how many messages I'm getting from people telling me to thank you.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I hope you get that on the day-to-day, but I just want to share that with you. Yeah. Appreciate you having us out here.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, okay? We'll take it up in the air next time.
Yeah, let's do it.
Welcome back to the American Dream. It's time now for our Mortgage Minute. I've got with me Timberly Oaks. She's the Senior Loan Officer for Synergy One Lending. Timberly, how's it going?
It's going great. Thank you, Kara. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. So we're in a market where rates are rising, home prices are rising. I know you have an opportunity for buyers and sellers to still get in the market. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, so we have this strategy at Synergy that we I guess came up with or heard about. And so what it is we're trying to help. Sellers are actually starting to do reductions in purchase prices right now, and interest rates are rising. So we're trying to help out both parties here. So the idea is a interest rate buy down. So the way this works is instead of a seller, for example, reducing a purchase price by 10%, they can leave the price where it's at and offer a 3% seller concession to help pay for the borrower's buy down of the interest rate. So the way that would work for the seller is they're not reducing their price, but they're only giving up 3%, and the borrower is reducing their rate by a whole percentage point, and technically the payment is lower on the interest rate buy down versus the 10% reduction in sales price. You wouldn't think that, but the calculations will show that that's how it works out. So it saves the buyer's payment, and it saves the seller from reducing their purchase price by so much.
Numbers don't lie. It sounds like it really is beneficial on both sides. So Timberly, thanks so much for sharing that with us. It's great information.
Thank you.
So that's all for today's episode of The American Dream. Look, the American Dream is about overcoming adversity or dreaming big. Hope you enjoyed today's show, always combating negative media. Don't forget you can follow us on social media. See you next week.